continue on from that last point, that important question about the value and communities thinking of, if money carries that much value, how can we then look at investing it and basically seeding that money again into things that are going to benefit the community, rather than just spending it frivolously anyhow, kind of thing. So it's that focus. What is your take on that?
Well, I mean, my take is basically looking at, first of all, the whole notion of money.
Yeah.
Because if people are not understanding or do not understand the historical reason, how money actually became this sort of tool, of exchange.
Yeah.
If you don't understand what it meant or where did it come from, for what purpose, then that way you can just look at money and you just think money is just a way of me moving around, where I put my money in, I've just made this purchase, I've just bought these things. I mean, as a child, remember, we were always saving money to buy things that we thought would mean something to us. I didn't know where money came from. Nobody ever told me that this was actually a monetary system or actually something that was a foreign notion or ideology that was imposed in my own society. Had I known the history of money, I think I would have probably looked at things a lot better.
Yeah.
Not too late. We now understand, if we can actually just get people to start thinking, and when we say people, a younger generation or even older people, because it's never ever too late to change anyone's mind. And when we say change, it's not about take the money and start burning money, or saying I don't want to use money anymore, but it's looking at that object and now finding a way of how do you now subvert it. I say for everything we do, look at the flip side of things. If money was used as a way to kind of empower people or take, or to buy people, to take money out, to take money out of the country, or to kind of use it as a way of buying objects or to buy something. Well, if I can use that same money, to actually seed back into my community, do you know how many people? It just has to take 2 people, 3 people. We have what we also call modeling behavior. If my son or friend or daughter or whoever sees, somebody actually using this money to buy extra, we have what we call a modeling behavior.
Well, I think that's modeling behavior is a good point when it comes to the use of money and being smart, or being a bit more conscious about how we invest and spend that money. Because take for instance the commodities industry, about the hair issue, saying that it's a $1 billion or £1 billion industry, when it comes to black women wearing fake hair, as it were, weaves, wigs, and there's a monopoly between the Chinese and Asian billionaire millionaires that own this industry, yet is any of that money being generated from wearing fake hair and wigs and weaves? Is any of that money being spent and generated going back into helping African communities or black communities at all? Or is it being reused to actually recolonize the people on the ground?
Yeah, well, like with every capitalist...
What's the sense in that? Why? At the end of the day, a quick decision, I'm going to look great if I wear this weave, I'm going to imitate the European ideal if I can have those extra curls in there. That split-second decision can have such a massive effect. And again, if you just pause for a moment and think, hold on, where am I putting that pound? It can also have a different effect too. So yes, the value in the money, and then also the consciousness of what we're actually buying with it, modeling behavior. So I just want to say thank you so much, because it has been an absolutely extraordinary insight into Ousmane Sembène and basically the contents of his films and literally what he discusses in those films. Now, you'll be doing some workshops in October.
Yes,
is that
I am.
right?
Yes, I will be.
So, of course, if you've watched all videos on this special interview with Ekua Agha, definitely, you know, you're going to be interested in coming to at least watch one of the movie nights, come to one of the movie nights, which is going to be here at Hart Culture. And we're also going to be doing some mini lectures as well. All of the content information and the subjects can be found online, okay? And again, the information's at the bottom of the screen.